everyone, and welcome back to Home and Harvest Homestead. My name is Kristen. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you are here to join me today in the kitchen. I am making elderberry syrup today, and I just wanted to show you how I make it. We sell it locally here. If you are local to us, you can check out our Facebook group. It's Home and Harvest Homestead. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how I make it so you can make some at home too. All right, here are the ingredients that I use. I have my recipe over there. And then these are the elderberries I like to use. They are from Frontier Co-op, and they are organic elderberries. I get them off of Amazon, and they work great for me. You want some fresh ginger. I use local honey. Local honey has just a world of benefits and helps a lot with like seasonal allergies, all that sort of thing. So I would definitely recommend getting local honey if you can. If not, just regular honey would be fine. And then cinnamon, you can use ground or sticks, and cloves. I try to use whole as much as I can because they can just really infuse into your simmer pot of elderberry syrup that you're making. So I'm going to prepare these ingredients. Oh, and spring water too I use. You want to use a good water because you are going to be drinking this. All right, so here are my prepared ingredients. I've got my elderberries, my ginger, cinnamon, and cloves. These are freshly ground, but I didn't have any whole. And I'm gonna put them into my water. I am, also a note, I'm quadrupling this recipe because I have a few pickups in town later this week. So that's why I have so much here. But typically you would use a fourth of this for just a single serving. So that is my basic recipe. You could definitely change it up and add some lemon or orange zest in there. You could even add some essential oils of your choosing. You could add really anything that you like that you think would be good in this. It's really just so awesome. It's really foolproof. These ingredients, I love like the ginger, cinnamon. They have so many health benefits in addition to the elderberries, and they make it taste good. So I definitely recommend those additions. You could just do elderberries in water, but for really great taste, I would recommend those. So the elderberries, we're gonna bring them up to a boil and then lower it to a simmer, and it's gonna cook for about an hour. And that's just gonna rehydrate those elderberries and get all of those juices and everything incorporated in the water. And you don't have to worry about big pieces in there because we're gonna strain it all out at the end when we're done. Okay, so it's been a few hours and my elderberry syrup is done simmering. And the best thing you want to do is just put the lid on it, turn it off, and walk away and just let it sit and cool down, because you don't want to burn your hands for this next part. So we want to strain all of the elderberries and the ginger and the cinnamon sticks and everything out of it. And a lot of people use a strainer and kind of mash the berries, and I found the best way actually is to use, I use a flour sack towel. I use a dedicated one, and I just pour it in there and squeeze it out. So watch it happen. Make sure you use a big enough bowl. Get all those extra berries out of the bottom because they still have a lot of good juice in them that you want to squeeze out. And again, I made this like 4 times the original amount, so yours won't be this big. Hopefully I will not spill it everywhere. So you just want to be gentle and just squeeze. You can twist it and just get as much of that juice out as you can. Also, this will probably sting your hands for a few hours afterwards. So you might want to wear gloves if that is an issue. Okay, so I've gotten as much as I can out of there. And I'm just going to return this to the pot now, and then we're going to add our honey to it. And I'm going to rinse out my pot first. There's still a little bit of elderberry grit in the bottom, and nobody wants that when they drink their elderberry syrup. So your volume is going to have reduced a lot, but the honey is going to build that back up. This might seem like a lot of honey to you when you put it in there, but it's really good for you, and you're only having like a tablespoon at a time, so it's not that bad. Okay, and then at this point, you're just gonna wanna taste it and add more honey if you think that you need it. And that's about it. It's a really super simple recipe and a really great one to have on hand. If your honey has a little bit of trouble dissolving, you can turn the heat back on just to warm it up a little bit. But that's it. All right, this is our family jar that I refill for us. And I don't have a super big funnel, so there's probably a better way to do this. But I've spilled some before. So I'm gonna just fill it up. All right, so there it is. And you could also just keep this in like a small mason jar if you prefer. I just like these bottles. And you're gonna take 1/2 to 1 tablespoon daily as a preventative. And then if you're feeling sick, you wanna take 1 tablespoon every 2 to 3 hours until you're feeling better. And that's it. This stores in the fridge for 2 to 3 weeks. And if you wanna keep it longer, you can put it in the freezer. So I'm gonna take my tablespoon for the day. And I like these to take it with. Perfect. So delicious. Thank you for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try it yourself at home. And let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.